What is going on, you guys? The Exalted Prime here, and it's not a really hype moment. I want to tell you guys about mental health awareness, and more importantly, my mental health. Most of you probably don't know this. You guys followed me on Twitter, but I've struggled with mental health most of my life. I tend to not talk about it sometimes. I tend to only talk about it when this month comes up because I think a lot of people need to know that I used to struggle with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. And it's a really tough subject to talk about because of the fact that the very nature of my of the very nature of what I used to do, with the very nature of my content, derives of being positive. And sometimes when I talk about it, I'm not positive, because it gives me thoughts about what had happened in the past. But I feel like I'm strong enough to talk to you guys today about it. I've tried to make a couple videos about it, but I honestly, every time I just got up to like 10 minutes of me ranting about something. So here I am talking to you about why it's important that you guys need to raise awareness. I was around maybe 13 when I first got when I first started having depression. And it's not something that, that people say, oh, it's something that happened to you. No. It just kind of happened. It just, one day, I think starting on my second semester, stuff just started hitting me. That I was a loser. I'm going to alliterate with you guys. I'm going to alliterate once again, that I don't think these thoughts anymore, but these are the thoughts that I thought at the time. These are the thoughts that led up to me, almost committing suicide, and then rising up from it and to be who I am today. I got up when I was maybe around in grade 8. I said at the second semester. I think it's at the beginning couple of weeks, I started realizing that I was a loser. I wasn't going to go anywhere, and I started believing the lies that were told for me by the bullies that were bullying me. I just believed those lies, and I struggled with it. I think for a good couple of years, I just felt I was alone, and I couldn't do anything with my life, and people just started being a bunch of dinglebats with me. I couldn't go to school properly without being harassed. They were just whispered things that they had heard me do. I liked a girl, and then she leaked the conversation to her friends, saying that I was a loser for liking her, and I would never amount to being at her status. And I got made fun of that because of that, and the stuff that I did when I was in grade 7. Which honestly was on me because I farted in and tried to fit in. But I mean, what do you expect when I have social anxiety and I only hang out with my brother and play video games? So, I mean... and then it got worse in grade 9. I started skipping school in grade 9 even more and more. I started realizing that that I was just alone again, and that there was nothing for me. And it was only until the spring beginning of the spring when I started. I think when I started going into animation class, that he was my teacher at the end of my grade 8 year. My teacher said, I can put you in for animation. Right? I could put you in for animation. No, it was actually the first semester, ending of the first semester of grade 9, that I was in was it? Yeah, it was. Animation 10 was my first semester. It was my second semester of doing it. And I did drama, which I think I made this really crazy play about anti-bullying, which I want to find the video of, actually. I want to find the video of that play, so I can release it, because it was honestly a really serious play that we concocted, and I think it made a lot of people cry in that class. So I mean, anyway, so that's what happened. I started going to animation. And then grade 10 happened, and then it just, as people got older, it got more intense, right? The bullying got more intense, where it started shaping like what I thought about myself. Like I had people started randomly calling me on my phone. And started calling me losers. People who weren't even at the school were calling me. Like people who were like not even like in my school were calling me and telling me I was a loser. People who like I don't know, like, and it hurt my. At one point, like I was just really numb, and I just couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel anything. I didn't know what to do. I just started cutting myself, but I didn't know what to do. And I think, yeah, I was 15 in grade 10, and then grade 11 was when like I gave my life to Christ. I think I dropped out in grade 12, and then I did online school, and then I went from there. So it was like a staple of like just getting bullied. And I guess most of you guys who follow me on Twitter, who live in my town, who went to the same school as me, you guys can back me up by saying it was a rough time. And I want to tell you guys that was there's more stories that I have that pertaining to those years. But that was what I went through. Some random thing just flew on my glasses, scared the crap out of me. But that was what I went through. And I wanted to say to you guys that it gets better. You are loved. And stay positive and connect. Surround yourself with people who just uplift you. Because I didn't surround myself with people that uplifted me until after, and that's the best thing that ever happened to me. When I uplifted myself and people started uplifting me and saying I was worthy of their love, and then the Lord came in. He says, "No, you are worthy of my love." And I felt like someone was, when I got saved, one time I felt someone giving me a hug. And no one in my family was ever huggers. So I mean, like when I felt like I was getting hugged, I was like, I don't like hugs. Now I love hugs. I love giving people hugs, and I love whenever I walk around town, I would never say good morning to people, but I can tell you right now, I always say good morning to people. I'm like, good morning. When I walk by with my coffee in my hand, and my headphones on, I would say good morning, and they'd like smile because it's like no one says good morning. And I love talking to people, and I love being who I am. So just be yourself. Don't listen to anyone, and surround yourselves with good people. And for the Christians out there who struggle with what I'm dealing with, the Lord's got you. We do not wage war on flesh, but against his principalities and spiritual beings of high places. That's in Ephesians. That's my favorite verse. Actually, I'm going to read it right now to you guys, so you guys can understand what I'm saying. It is... I just call it passage. It's in Ephesians right here. Yeah, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark places, in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. That's what we struggle with, baby. That's what it is. And we are called to be a light, and you are loved by the Lord and Christ Jesus. He did not die on the cross for you to feel condemned, okay? So I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope that you guys reach out to me and just make sure that you guys stay safe. I want to see you guys at PAX. So when I see you guys at PAX, remember to get hugged and to be told that you're loved, because you are loved. So, if you guys are huggers, then prepare to be bombarded with uplifting words. So you guys who are not huggers, guys ain't out of the woods yet. So, talk to you guys later.